What's going on, guys? Jose here. Welcome back to another episode of the single player Let's Play. So it's been a little while. I've had a little bit of stuff going through and getting processed here. So you can see we've got a little more coal coke, and I've added a smeltery drain here, which is helping to sort of push out some more fluids from the transfer node into this seared gauge so that I can actually grab buckets of creosote oil. And I can deposit them right through there. I thought I could withdraw, but evidently I cannot. So that's strange. Whatever. So today I want to get started. I have a plan for our energy. If we run down here, you'll see I've actually been working pretty well on my steel supply. We have 37 steel ingots. I did a lot of exploration in between episodes. I tried to record some of it, but evidently I completely messed up my recording times, and so essentially parts of it were covered for the wrong periods of time. And so it was recording when I thought it wasn't recording, and wasn't recording when I thought it was. So that's really freaking annoying. And I don't actually know what happened, but that's okay. So you can see we're doing pretty okay on some resources here. Not many resources we're doing too great on, but we're doing okay. So I want to get started on a water wheel. So to make a water wheel, these things are actually pretty laggy, so I don't want to do it too close, but I'm thinking that maybe we can do it over here, or I'm not particularly sure really. We could do it over here if we wanted, or we could do it, I don't know. I do love water wheels though. Water wheels get me very excited because they're so pretty, and they have the potential to be really efficient. So like I said, I don't know where I really should put this. They're not so laggy that I shouldn't put it near the house. Like, I can totally put it anywhere I want. But I want it to be in kind of a natural feeling place. And so I don't know if what I should maybe try is expanding this a little bit. I might have just totally messed all that up. But I can fix it. So yeah, I'm not sure if I should try this. Let me fix the water up here. All I gotta do is do this. Let the water die down. All the way. There. So I'm not sure if here would be a good place to put them. Just kind of dig out a little bit of an area here, have the water pass over top. I kind of think it would be. How I'm going to get the power out from there is beyond me. So maybe we should look into some of those options as well. So first of all, we're obviously going to need a few buckets of our creosote oil. Let me go ahead and put that away. Go ahead and grab 5 buckets worth and see if we can use up the last of the jungle wood that I have here. Maybe not. Actually, this reminds me, this would be a really wise time to change these crafting stations out. So why don't I do that? So why don't I make, well, here, let me go to sleep first. Forestry offers a work table, and nobody seems to remember that it ever made these, but they're freaking awesome, and I have not used them since Ford Surf, so I should go ahead and use some here. So work tables each require a chest, and they require, is it an ore dictionary chest? Okay, well that's nice. And they require a crafting table, and a book, which is fine. I have books. So we'll make 2 chests, 2 crafting tables, and 3 work tables. And so what's nice about work tables is that they actually remember the recipes that you've crafted in them in any recent succession. So whenever you do any recipes with these, it's really neat to be able to just kind of go and click on one for time-saving purposes. Really nice. I think I'll go ahead and put the other 3 crafting stations that I have here. I don't see any point in just getting rid of them. Let me take this chiseled stone and de-chisel it back into smooth stone. And we should be good to go. So, just taking a look at what we're going to need for a water wheel. I want 3 water wheels. So for a water wheel segment, that's actually not bad. So we're going to need 3 pieces of steel, which we've got, and then we're going to need a few water wheel segments. So we will need, each segment requires 4, so we need 16 times 3, so we need 48 treated sticks. And I'm getting the feeling that we're definitely going to need more treated planks. Yep. So let's go ahead and get some more on the way. So I'm thinking it would be neat. I haven't messed with extra utilities a whole heck of a lot, so I'm thinking it would be really neat to use the new extra utilities. Let's see, what is it called? I think it's called wireless RF transmitter. Yeah, here we go. I would really enjoy using one of these. So this is going to be my end goal. I'm going to basically, my plan. Here's my plan. I will have RF coming into this building from immersive engineering wires. The wires will then go ahead and insert into the house with some sort of localized wiring. By localized wiring, I mean that the wire will no longer be freestanding. It'll be a little bit more closed. So the reason being is that I want to be able to sort of wire neatly and protected somewhat. So we're gonna go through and wire a little bit underground. I also want to excuse me, we'll use one of the wireless RF batteries. Let me find it here in just enough items here. We'll use one of the wireless RF batteries down here as well to wirelessly transmit the RF upstairs. And so upstairs we'll have a wireless, we'll basically be within wireless RF transmitter range. So I think we'll be in good shape. Now, in order to use these water wheels at all, we're going to need to make a kinetic dynamo. So the kinetic dynamo is a pretty straightforward piece of machinery as far as using it goes. So I just need to get some copper plate and some redstone and some iron. So let me see, we've got 3 iron, we have 2 redstone, and then each one of these is, so we need 8 of these, so I mean I need this recipe twice, so we're going to need 8 pieces of copper. I'm going to switch those out. And 2 sticks, which I don't believe I have, so I'll just make them out of jungle wood again, because I have this and hate it. I really do abhor jungle wood. I have also got a pair of shears in here and my hammer here. So we can actually... yeah, I think this should work. So if I do this, that gets me my 8 copper wire, and then I should be able to turn my copper wire into LV wire coil. And then that plus, yes, I forgot an iron ingot. Whoops. Gets me our copper coil block. From here I'll have everything I need to make the kinetic dynamo, and this is what's going to actually retrieve the energy from the water wheels into some form that we can snag using conduits, or I'm going to choose to follow along with sort of the default immersive engineering style. I found these potatoes in a chest and I just kind of want to eat through them before I move on to the other food. I found lots of food in chests while I was exploring. If we take a look at the mini-map here, you can see I've actually explored a pretty good ways. I found a few hidden treasures too, which was pretty cool. I've never actually used the treasure maps before, so that was really neat to actually get to enjoy those for once. I'm not really sure why I chose to say the word enjoy. It's not really that I haven't gotten to enjoy them before, but you get the point. So this is going to be a little bit tricky because these are 5 blocks tall, so this really needs to be right back here, more than I had hoped, but maybe it'll be okay. So this will go here. So we need to clear out this area. Sorry that it is dark. Hopefully you can see a little better. Come on, I can get that one. There we go. So I think once I get all of this dug out, we'll have enough room. I think. I'm not really certain, to be honest, as there's a lot of guessing going on right now. Because once I break these, and I will break that just to be consistent, what happens if I put you down? Ah, yes, you are already spinning. So I guess a better question is, what if I broke you and put you to the right a block? Is that too much to ask, or what? Well, you seem to have stopped completely, so I'm gonna guess that I did the wrong thing. Come on, just break, please. There we go. Block to the right and a block up. I'm just curious what my options kind of are as far as placement goes. That's spinning the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that submerged the way that I had it is going to be the best bet. So if I put that here, here, and my last one here, and then if I just break that so that it goes over it like normal, and then break that so that it goes underneath. This is going underneath. If I put these here, that'll even help a little bit. And I know that this isn't optimized. Please, before you go and complain about, oh, this isn't the fastest that your watermill could actually be running, I know. I'm having a hard time sort of challenging the fact that actually that doesn't make a difference. Challenging the fact that I want this to be pretty, but I want this to be functional. And so it's very, very, very challenging to accomplish this. You would be surprised. So please bear with me. I know it's not perfect. I don't care. I mostly just want the river to look good, to be honest. I'm not too concerned about making a lot of power because I know that in the end we will be making a lot of power. So lastly is the problem of how the heck am I gonna reach the power? I sort of might have messed up, but we'll see. So here's our kinetic dynamo. We're at least doing good on that note. Yeah, and there you can see the water wheel going. Pretty cool. So let me run up. I just got an ender lily. Wow. That was pretty good luck. So, we have that, but now we need to actually get the energy all the way over here. And this is where I'm going to be really worried, because I kind of am worried that I'm not producing enough power for power loss to work with me here. I may end up looking into some other options, but I hope not. So, we will need to make a few of these. So we've got LV wire coils, relays, and connectors. And that's all mostly copper. So let me grab 32 copper. And we'll smelt that up using our beloved coal coke. And so I will go ahead and wait for that to get ready, and I'll be back when it is. Alright guys, so I've actually been doing a little bit of mining, and I have a feeling that today is going to be a productive episode. So I've already set up, as you've seen, the wiring for everything with our awesome little water wheel setup. Oh, there's a witch over here. Take you down. Alright, there we go. So the water wheel is set up, the power is routed over with some LV wire relays, going to my LV capacitor over here. The LV capacitor doesn't have an interface, it doesn't do anything, but it does store RF, as you can see in the one probe. But I have concerns because we're going to need to get into extra utilities, and we're going to need to make grid power reliably. So I think we should get started with some polished stone. And of course, to make polished stone, you just do a 2x2 of smooth stone, or smooth stone bricks rather. And so we have some lapis and some resonating redstone crystal. So let's make a few solar panels. I'm hoping this will be enough, because I want to use the solar panels to get me some temporary power, because each one of the wireless modules will use 4 grid power. So this uses 4 grid power from wireless RF, and this uses 4 grid power each. Now I don't know, is there some variety of range upgrade? I don't know. Wireless. This is actually really useful. Hang on just a minute. That's pretty cool. We might use this a lot. But we'll need to make one of these, which is to come later. But first of all, we'll need a resonator. So the resonator is 5 pieces of iron, 2 pieces of redstone, a piece of coal block, and 1 of those resonating crystals. Now, I've lucked out and have gotten this chest, whoops. I've gotten a few of these from mining, so it's not actually going to be impossible to move on. Or rather, not impossible, but difficult. And so we obviously will need some stone burnt to make a few watermills, because I want to make some watermills for this. I have no idea where I'm going to put them. I might just slap them down somewhere for now and build something nice around it. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about that. So we need some more polished stone. So we'll just grab 28. Oops, come on, work with me. I don't remember how much grid power this requires. 8? Okay, so we do need more solar panels. Grab 4 of these, 6 more of these, 2 more of these. Pull up the solar panel recipe again, get 6 more of these. Because, as you can tell, we have locked up our power. I did not realize that was going to cost 8. Thought it was only going to cost 6, but the grid power recipes don't show you how much grid power they use. That's unfortunate. I'm just being complaining, I guess, for no real reason. So we'll go ahead and use up a decent supply of our smooth stone. It'll be okay. We'll be fine. But, you know, it's just how it goes. So, off camera, I did a lot of mining. I made a hammer to do a lot of my mining with. I was going to show you this process, but it's not really that exciting. Essentially, it's a night slime hammer head with a copper handle, treated wood plate, and bronze plate. Our coal coke is still cooking up. I just topped this off not too long ago, and you can see we're doing pretty well on creosote here. And meanwhile, our stone burnt, I believe, is still slowly cooking. Oh, evidently the progress bar on that resets anytime you change it. So, we need a watermill from Extra Utils 2. Each one of these will produce at most 4 grid power. So fortunately, I don't need a lot of these. I really only need about... Honestly, 4 of these should be plenty, so that means we'll need 24 stone burnt, and we're already getting pretty close to halfway there. So I'm going to let this stone burnt cook, and I'll be back when it is all said and done. In the meantime, I'm actually going to go ahead and craft these redstone gears, because that's going to be kind of annoying. Coming up on number 24 here. There we go. So, I've already got the recipe ready. There we go. That gives us 4 watermills. I'm going to come out here and find a good place for them. I don't really know where exactly, like I said. It has to be chunk loaded, I know that much. So why don't we find a place... What do we do here for now? Kind of by the water. And so if I put this here, this here, and these 2 here and here. Oh, each one of these produces 14? Max power, 4 grid power. But I am definitely producing extra. 14, 28, that's making 56 plus 12, which is what I've got over here. Dang, that's pretty cool. So yeah, we're making 56 grid power from just these few. That's pretty awesome. So I will need to find a way of making this a little bit smaller, but that's alright. That's good enough for now. So I'd like to go ahead and save a little bit of our time and make a few of the speed upgrades as well. Probably just 2 or 3, because this gets kind of expensive and also very, very power hungry. So we'll make 4 of these. How about that? And then I won't need to use quite so much redstone. We'll take that out and make a few redstone blocks here, because we're going to have to use this quite a lot actually. So we'll go ahead and get our first speed upgrade in there, and then I'll make future ones a little quicker. So you notice that this is already consuming now 16 grid power, and it's only going to be exponential from here. 24. Each time you add one of these, it adds 8 grid power to the expense here. Honestly, this isn't that bad, but I wouldn't mind making some more stone burnt and getting a few more of those water mills, because good gosh, are they easy. So this gets us up to 40, and this is very respectable speeds here. I'm going to go ahead and make a few more of the water wheels. So we're already almost at the 24 that we need. I just need to make a few more of the gears. We're going to do 4, and so we'll need some more redstone. We'll need, let's see, 8, 20, 32. No, 2 of these. Sorry. Math is not my forte. Quick math. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It really just depends. I do great with any sort of power of 2. Dang it, I made extras again. Oh well. But at this point, this is doing fantastically at making more stone burnt for us, and we can go and make more grid power now very, very easily. So what I might do, let me think about this. This doesn't really require a very big area, and grid power is kind of a pain in the butt to make. Or not a pain in the butt to make, rather, it's a pain in the butt to, I don't know, it's one of those things that it's a pain in the butt to build anything for, because you never have to do anything with it. So, because of that, I think it might be a good idea to just build all of this underground. So I'm actually going to put this here. And then, because all we have to do is put these 4 down. Oh, this is stone burnt. I was wondering why that looked so weird. And also, I want my watermill achievement. The achievements are so messed up for this mod. So we'll put these down, generating... that's fine. And then I want to go down beneath these even, because I want to do this again. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm going to run up here and get the first few. Did I happen to keep that dirt? Yes, I did. Someday I might do something a little bigger with this, but I mean, quite frankly, grid power is so set and forget that I don't really need to do a building or anything with this, because I'm never going to have to come back to this again. That's part of why I like grid power, actually, quite a lot. But there we have it. We are now producing... Here, let me show you a secret. If you want to see how much grid power you're producing, we're producing 112 grid power. That should be plenty for now. It's over by the water, so it kind of makes sense. I will probably end up doing like an under river setup or something for that. But that gives us all of these to put away. I don't want the solar panels anymore. And finally, we can end off the episode with the wireless RF shenanigans. So, the first thing that I really want to try, of course we're going to need the wireless RF battery. So there's going to be 2 blocks of redstone, a piece of redstone, and some stone burnt, which I just put away. And then our resonating crystal. I hope I don't need more of those. I do need more of those. That sucks. I'm going to have to go mining for those, because I don't like making them. I would legitimately rather go and mine them. But there we have our wireless RF battery. It consumes grid power, which we discussed, we just solved. And now, if I break this, break this so that I can access the bottom, put it on output mode. Please return to me, thank you. This should start receiving RF, which it definitely is. And if I put in, let me go ahead and get 6 of these, why not? So we're still producing 80 grid power. And if I put this here, this is smelting kind of for free. Kind of. This LV capacitor is not really a good source of long-term storage. As you can see, I'm not really producing a lot of RF right now, so it's not keeping up too great. And neither is this. So what I'll probably end up doing is putting down a capacitor bank or something that actually lasts for quite a while. But it's good to see that we can at least get this going. So I do want to go ahead and keep these in here. I just need to make a capacitor bank for sure. So what all goes into a capacitor bank, and then we'll look into doing that between episodes. Perfect. So a capacitor bank is going to require 4 basic capacitors, a block of redstone, and 4 iron. Actually, I can do that right now, because basic capacitors are just copper. I have 4 copper and gold nuggets, right? How many gold nuggets? So I'll need 8 gold nuggets and 16 redstone plus another 9, so we'll need 25 in total. And I'm going to craft this over here because this is actually a recipe that I will probably want to be able to memorize. So not so much the redstone blocks, but the capacitors. If I craft these and if I right click on this recipe, it locks it and it won't get overwritten. Very useful. And there's our basic capacitor bank right there. We'll go ahead and break the LV capacitor that I have here. Put down the capacitor bank here. And since it's on a corner, I can do a few things. First of all, I do want to replace this, of course. And I can also... I cannot. I thought I could. Oh, well. Well, it seems as though Ender IO is at least somewhat supporting baubles slots, the new ones. That's interesting. But yeah, so you can see we're actually passively using or gaining 37 RF per tick. And that's why I like this, is because we can actually see our profits and losses in power, as opposed to the LV capacitor, which doesn't do that at all. So I'm going to finally end the episode here. Sorry it was a bit of a long one, but I hope you enjoyed it. We got some good stuff going as far as electricity goes. Expect better power production though, because 37 RF per tick isn't going to get us anywhere. So probably more water wheels. If not more water wheels, then definitely maybe something else. I'm liking the idea of passive power generation, but passive power generation that is fair, I guess. So we'll come back to it next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you then.